Well, I've been sad for the last couple days. I found out that my childhood babysitter's husband passed away from lung cancer, which really sucks. His name was John, and both my sisters, my sister Nancy is 43. My sister Jane's going to be 40, and my brother is 35. And they all went to the same babysitter as a child, and I was the youngest, and she actually stopped babysitting and retired when I was about 3. So I spent the first few years of my life basically with these people, and it's just really sad. It's a bummer, you know. People get old, they pass away, you miss them. But I am actually going to be flying to Minnesota today to go to the funeral because these people are really important to me. So I don't know. It's been like a rough few days, right, Doodle? Yeah, but I'm happy that I'm gonna go home and be there for Karen, who was my babysitter way back in the day, because she's a wonderful lady, and I haven't seen her in a while. But I don't know. It really hit home when I heard the news. I don't know. I didn't really know how to process it. So I don't know. But it's just kind of sad. So today I'm going to Minnesota, unfortunately. Well, I just got to say my goodbyes to Iris and Nikki, but I don't know, I didn't want to film it because I was just like, it was just up and down. A lot of emotions kind of going through me the last few days, but such is life, I guess, right? So we're gonna hop in the car here and drive to the airport and fly to Minnesota. I'll spend a few days there with my family, and then I will come back to California to be home with my family again. Just got to the airport, gonna check in for my flight. Got here about an hour early. I always like to check all my locks. My doors are locked, and we're off. Well, I made it home to Northfield, Minnesota. I know sometimes people ask us where in Minnesota we're from. So Northfield, our hometown. But yeah, my mom and my sister, I think, ran into town quick to get some stuff taken care of. But this is actually my mom's new house. It's a small little townhouse. She's just a little old lady now, so she doesn't need a big giant house across town. So she moved here, and I like it. It's an interesting little spot, and there's actually a whole lot of space. There's the upstairs and the downstairs where I'm sleeping. She's got a little office, and then she's got everything she needs. So, and I think she really likes it. But of course, I wish I was home under better circumstances, but you know, it's life. We're gonna head to the funeral for a family friend here in just a little bit, so it's kind of sad, but I am really happy that I will be home and be there for it. I don't know. I feel like I'd be like vague, and you know, I'm not talking directly to the camera, but I've been thinking about it so much. Just kind of letting it all sink in. We just got to the church, so I won't do too much filming here, but just want to talk about it a little bit and go in and see Karen and see how she's doing. So that's the funeral is done, but one of the nice things, I guess, you know, about remembering and celebrating people's lives is you get to see kind of just how many people that my friend John was his name, how many people's life he positively impacted, how many people loved him and wanted to spend time with him and miss him. It's I don't know, I hope that someday people miss me when I'm gone, but you know, it's gonna miss that guy. So my babysitter Karen growing up, her husband John is the one that passed away, but I always called him Big John because I was Little John. And it's just, and then I grew up and he was Little John. He was only about 5 feet tall, but he was a big strong guy. So, but he was always Big John and I was always Little John. But yeah, I'll miss him. But you know, it's life, and you just kind of keep going and never forget them. I always hold on to those great memories. But I'm gonna head home, get some lunch, and just hang out with my mom and my sister for a little bit for the rest of the day, and call Nikki and see what Iris is up to. Do a little FaceTime action because I really do enjoy seeing Iris. And and I missed them both. Unfortunately, it was so short notice that tickets were a little bit expensive, so we couldn't all get back for the weekend. So I just flew home, but it's, I don't know. I get it. Sorry guys, rambling. So I just made it back to my mom's house. I'm in Northfield. I'm driving around. I'm gonna go see a couple family friends, old high school friends, things like that. Stuff I always like to do when I come home. I just love to visit with people that I don't get to see all the time. So that's what I'm gonna spend my time doing. Well, I think I'll probably run this vlog together, so you guys are getting a couple of days of footage here. But I'm at my mom's side of the family reunion get together. It's out at my mom's cousin's farm, which is actually just a really cool place, and it's really changed over the years. But you can see it's a typical Minnesota farm. We've got DirecTV satellite dishes, tractors, hay, barns, all that good stuff. And over here we've got some little cows. They're a little bigger now, but they're, I don't know, I always love coming out to the farm, seeing the animals. Hey guys. Ooh. How you doing? Look at him, just sitting in the shade like, One of them's kind of looking at me like he wants to come over and say hi, but cows, unless if I had like food, as you can see they have plenty of hay, but if I had some hay, I think they would come over here and say hello. Oh, you got a cough. And sometimes when they're babies, they like to come and lick the salt off your hands, so they'll just sit there and just lick your hands. I got a little nervous, so I'll leave him alone. But Ray he's an interesting guy. He's been a farmer his whole life and still doing his thing, I guess. This is really actually fun to catch up with your relatives and like your mom's cousins and your uncle's cousins and brothers and sisters and all this stuff. It's people that are part of your family and you know, but you just, you know, you don't see them a lot of the time, so it's always nice to reconnect. And a lot of these people, they're like, oh yeah, like there's John, like he used to be 2 feet tall, so it's kind of cool. One of my mom's cousins has a 1931 Ford Model A. Look at this sucker. Whew. And it is just cherry. It is in such good shape. And these cars are so old and so neat that you guys know how much I love cars. So something like this just real special. Pretty neat car. Hey Rod. On the hayride.
Same thing. Are you doing the hayride?
Yeah.
All right.
So are you?
Yeah. But Jane and I just did one.
Oh.
We got the tractor and.
Yeah, it's a good time. Well, my mom needs my help. Well, don't you want to go a little higher in case you need to hang up a shovel, like your snow shovel or something?
I'll put those over there.
Oh. So what is this going to be? Just like a small storage space for smaller things?
You know, like this stuff?
Yeah, what is that stuff? Is that a for sale sign holder or plant holder?
No, you stick it in the ground and you put like a Christmas banner on it or
flag
like that.
post.
Yeah, kind of.
That's cool. So I'm going to help my mom put up these plastic racks so she can, I did them in her old garage and she liked them, so you can see. So I get them at like Home Depot or whatever, Menards, I'm sure you probably got them at, and just hang the stuff up there and all's well, I guess. Organize, it allows you to be organized, which I think is important. So my mom just moved into a new townhouse and there is a pond behind it, which is kind of funny because I used to ride my bike here a lot as a kid. I mean, like a lot, all the time. We actually used to live just out like just a couple miles that way. So me and my friend Brent, we'd ride our bikes down like this giant hill through the woods. We'd come flying down this path and we would come by this pond. And when we were kids, we'd actually like just stop and like swim and play and just do all this crazy stuff around this pond. And it's weird now that my mom is like lives literally right next to it. So here it is. There's a whole lot of like grass and bushes and trees, but you can see kind of right out there, there's an open spot where all the water is. And I just thought it was really funny when my mom told me, you know, where the house was that she was buying. It's technically a townhome, so it's a conjoined building. But I was like, yeah, like it's right next to that pond we used to play in as a kid. It's weird how things like that sometimes come full circle in your life. And I would never think that I would be standing next to this pond again, filming it, because my mom had just moved in right next door. So I guess it brings back a lot of positive memories from my childhood, which is, it just makes me feel good to remember stuff like that. Alrighty, folks. Well, it's my last day here in Minnesota, and I'm actually packing up all my stuff right now. I'm gonna head up to my sister's house, and then I will go over to the airport from there, fly home, and see Nikki and Iris. I'm so excited. I miss them both so much. It's crazy, and it's been somewhat of a pretty emotional trip for me, I would say. Just, you know, with the funeral and everything, and it's weird because, yeah, I'm just thinking about Iris and Nikki non-stop, constantly, and I think that's a good thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the Minnesota portion of this vlog, and I'll pick up with you guys next time at the airport. I will fly home and see my two babies. Thanks for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and we will see you next time.